Yes. So, all right. This is a very good question that I believe you asked, and it's now on here. But we're seeing a lot of sequels. We're seeing a lot of remakes. So, Kirk, what are some of the top ones that you believe should get a sequel or a reimagining, if you will, of something older?
So I always struggle with this because I like the ingenuity, the creativity, but then I'm also the same person that's like pump me out of Halloween every year and I'm happy as can be, right? So
Right.
it was tough for me to dig into this. The one that I'm going to go with, and we've talked about this actually, would be Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Like, let's break this thing off and do it a true sequel or reimagining. Like, because there's so much bad blood from that original showing that people think Michael Myers should be in it. So I have always stand firm to that. And I don't like remakes, but this movie could use one. What do you think?
Okay. First off, I wrote down 12 movies. And that 12, yes. And
You like
that
sequels.
That wasn't one of them.
Well, because
but I will tell
technically
you,
there is sequels to that movie, but they're not to that movie.
No, so I could not agree with you more, and everybody knows I'm not a huge fan of Halloween 3, although it has grown on me in the last couple years immensely.
I love Season of the Witch.
And we're going to be going to a horror con where they're having a Season of the Witch reunion here in, like 6 weeks. But what I'd like to see is
Wow,
a
6
Halloween
weeks.
3.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, it's so fast. A Halloween 3 reimagining, I
Yeah.
would love to see. Now, from there, I would like, if that did well, I would like to see then a sequel to that, like, and expand out that into a trilogy.
Go into the
And-
initial anthology, but continue.
Right, and you could almost then maybe make it more into the Halloween universe by, episodes 2 and 3 and where that could go.
I have only
So-
one requirement if you did that movie, and then I'm going to let you get off to your 12 list, is Tom Adkins has to be Conal Cochran.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're both in agreement with that. I want to hear these 12, though.
Yeah, I don't disagree. So let me give you just a couple of mine that I want to throw out there
yeah.
right now. So I mean, I put like we need sequels to Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that. But
I'll go see them. I'll be
well, there are a
Thursday
couple
night.
different sequel versus remake. I believe they need to remake They Live with Roddy Piper from back in the day.
That's such a fun movie.
It's a great movie. I think it needs remade. And one that we just recently reviewed, The Stuff. We talked about it during it. I would love to see a 2020 remake. And then
So relevant today.
and then I also, these are ones that I would like to see sequels to here. Brightburn from a couple years ago. Fucking fantastic. One of the greatest new horror movies. Like, that was set up for a sequel.
Brightburn is Superman if he was like
It's
had a bad
fantastic.
attitude,
You're Next. I would love to see more into that world. I also put in there Laid to Rest. There's 2 of them. I love Chrome Skull and that killer. The Hitcher. I know we got a remake like 10, 12 years ago, but I believe that that's something that should be out there. I mean, I wrote Creep Show and Tales from the Crypt. I would like
Show
to
would
see
be
more.
fun.
Like I literally have so many
Yeah.
thoughts. It Follows is one that I love the dynamic of that, and I would like to just see them do something with that.
So I dropped the ball in this category. I did not put It Follows. Like, that should have been my number one, tied for one. Like, I am with you. That world I want to see again.
I want to see more Hostels.
Really? That kind of wore out its welcome
Hostel
for
3,
me.
Hostel 3 sucked. You can't end on that. Give me something new. Or let's reimagine the first one. It's been 15,
Just go watch
17
Martyrs.
years.
Call it a day.
Well, yeah, that's not the same. That is not the same. That is a completely different.
It's the same
completely different
outcome.
movie. I also thought about the Silent Night series.
Yeah. What about Krampus?
Like, Krampus, but I like to see a more evil like style.
But it
Krampus
lends
in
itself.
there.
That first one lends itself to sequels because you can have many spoiler alert. You can have many families in their own snow globes. Like,
Yes.
and you could see it zooming into another one and zooming out to another one and stuff like that.
What about this one? Freddy versus Jason. I want to see a sequel. Not a
rematch.
reimagining. I want to see
rematch.
a rematch. I also, like, we know in the past it was supposed to be Pinhead versus Michael Myers. Like, let's see more of these mashups. And I know we don't want to make anybody look bad, but I think Freddy versus Jason did a fantastic job that nobody looked bad.
Right.
And
I think that they'll tread lightly on all those type of matchups because it's different production companies coming through and pitting their villains against each other. But the fans just win, right? You get to see all the horror tropes that each of them have. So that's what I'd be excited about.
Yeah, the only other one I threw on there was Turbo Kid. If you've never seen that one, which I'm not sure if you ever did, Kirk, fantastic movie. And with that,
we're on to the next one.